Next up is a modern version of a traditional toy.
Hello, Sharks. My name is Chris Harden.
And I'm Jeremy Scheinberg, and we are the creators of Trobo, the storytelling robot from Orlando, Florida, and we are seeking $100,000 in exchange for 10% of our company. How many times have you heard a stuffed toy repeat the same mindless phrases over and over and over again? And it ends up at the bottom of that toy box after 2 weeks, never to be played with again.
Well, not anymore. Introducing Trobos. Trobos are wirelessly connected, cuddly toys that read stories about science and math to children using tablets and phones. Children not only read along, but they also interact with questions and puzzles along the way.
The stories are personalized, and the Trobo even calls your child by name. We go one step further by actually putting the child right into the story. The child builds an avatar within the app and quickly becomes the main character.
Okay, Damon, time to come on down and meet your new best friend, Newton.
Yes.
Your adventure today on the TV here is What Do Sharks Eat? Have a seat right here.
Good luck getting up out of that stool.
You can turn around and look to the sharks if you like. Here's your pal. Isn't he sweet? Hit the right arrow to get started.
Damon, did you know some sharks will eat anything? This poor shark has a tummy ache from all the trash she's eaten. Help her feel better by dragging all the items from her tummy to the garbage can.
There you go, drag it right over. Perfect. There you are. He's doing great, didn't he?
Can I keep this?
You can. You have to complete the puzzle to move forward.
All right, take a little sippy, please.
You did it. You made her tummy ache go away.
All right, thank you so much, David.
Thank you.
Instead of landing at the bottom of the toy bin, with our growing content library, Trobos become the companions and the teachers that stick around year after year. And parents get a head start on teaching science and math in the home. Get ready, Sharks. Here comes Trobo. Okay, these are personalized Trobos. You have a little embroidered tag at the back with your names on them.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, isn't that lovely?
Very cute.
Thank
It's more special than the first one you had.
They're very cuddly.
Thank you.
This is where the sound comes in.
Exactly.
I can't control the tablet from here.
Correct.
So the only purpose of Trobo, besides being lovable and cuddly, is sound.
He's a speaker. He's a speaker, but really it's an emotional connection between the child and the stories and the content.
Who creates the content, Jeremy?
It's actually very interesting. We actually crowdsource the content. So we throw out a story topic, and we have a story contest. People submit stories, and we pay for the story content.
How much is Trobo going to cost?
Retail is $59.95 for the toy in the first 5 stories.
What are your sales?
We have several buyers who have placed orders. We're talking with manufacturers reps, mainly towards mid-box retail.
What orders have you got in place?
We've gotten some small boutique orders at this point.
How much would it come up to be about?
We have a total number of orders of 600 units.
600 units. And how many shows did you attend to get those 600 units?
We attended
trade
2.
shows.
2.
Did any of them show great interest?
We did not get that kind of response because we were dealing with boutique and lower volumes.
There's so many learning apps and smart plush toys in the market. What do you think differentiates you?
We've been covered in 45 publications, TVs, magazines, you name it.
You only have 600 orders and you had 45 publications write you up. Why did the stores not support that?
They seem to be averse to risk for us. And we'll be straight with you, this is a year and a half into the industry for us. We have a lot of skills in manufacturing and execution, but this is new for us. It's one of the reasons why we're here for you guys.
Is there a monthly fee I pay to get more stories?
$4.95 per story, and then we're going to switch to a subscription model.
I think if you can get critical mass, you actually become a very valuable marketing channel for large brands trying to sell to those kids. Basically, the plush toy is your way to capture the child.
Exactly.
Yes,
You get
it
it.
is.
Guys, I'm not a fan of the idea. To me, this is all about content, right? The content's all that matters. Unless it makes the kid go, wow, and it just was really compelling. And I just didn't see that from there. And so, I don't see it as this big blow up, go out and crush it type idea. So I'm out.
You can't sell a $50 plush toy with a speaker in it. That's not going to work. The actual content at $4, that's not going to work. There's tons of free content for everybody for children's books. Free, no cost. Having come from this space, you need Target, you need Walmart to play in the toy space to get huge volumes. They're not going to put that on the shelf for $50. It's not going to work. I'm out.
Have you heard of Teddy Ruxpin? Back in '85, Teddy Ruxpin sold for $70 a unit. He sold $95 million.
Guys, it was a different time when technology wasn't at its level. The direction you're going, I think you're going to hit a dead road. I'm sorry about that. I'm out.
Okay, thank you, Damon.
I think the $60 price point is a challenge. I also listened to the experts. When you went to Toy Fair, you didn't have people jumping on board from any of the large retailers to get this in. And usually when they see something that's new, innovative, and excites them, they're all over it. So I take that as a caution, as a warning to me as an investor. So for those reasons, I'm out.
Robert, before you begin, we haven't talked about passion. And I believe that's something that you guys look for regularly in your teams, because I think it's important. You're looking at a guy who was a kid on welfare. I was one of 3 children to a mom. My father died when I was 6 years old. She had alcohol problems. She ended up going to prison. I learned a very valuable lesson from my mom. She told me if I could stick to my education, day in and day out, I would get out from that. And I have. I focused on hard work and education, so I am a believer in education. This is what I'm offering to you. 2 guys who can execute like nobody's business, and a dude who's got fire in his belly like you've never seen. I'm asking you to think about that, and I'd like to ask all of you guys to reconsider.
Chris, thank you for sharing that. Thanks for your passion. You know, I was in university. I quit university after my first year, and I was sitting home one day, and my dad, who worked in a factory his whole life, nobody had ever gotten past high school in my entire family. So my dad sees me at home and says, "What you doing home?" I go, "Oh, nothing, just watching TV. I dropped out of school." So he looks at me quietly. He says, "You know I love you. I kill you, bury you backyard. Nobody ever find body. Go back to school." And I went back to school. So it's really important. Let me tell you where I'm at. And
work with us, Robert.
I actually didn't. It didn't make me go wow in the application that Damon was using it. So I don't really see it as a toy. I see it as a content delivery business. It really comes down to the content. We have an amazing relationship with DreamWorks. They want to go in retail. They want to sell product. They have amazing content. I think that they would do a license deal. I see it as a way for them to sell content and a way to sell plush animals and some more Shreks and all kinds of other characters. I can broker that meeting. We'll walk in with you. So I'll make you an offer. I'll give you $100,000 for 1/3 of the business. That's my offer.
And it's contingent on you landing a deal?
It's contingent on DreamWorks picking it up as a
Why would
licensed
DreamWorks
partner.
need these guys to do any of
It's a
this?
different way to deliver content.
No, anybody can do a plush
Yeah,
deal.
but you know what? Anybody can do it, but these guys have figured it out. It's a connection between
Oh, I
the
don't
plush
know about
animal
that.
and the online store.
Well,
Hey,
you
I'm
guys,
selling slippers in the shape of Shrek, and we're selling millions of dollars worth. This is a way to sell content.
We appreciate your offer. We have a hard time with the valuation. Would you consider going to $166,000 for 1/3 of our company? That's a $500,000 valuation.
Ooh. So you came in asking for 100. Your counter to me is 166.
Yes.
For the 1/3.
Yes, yes.
Sure.
Welcome to Team Trobo, Robert.
Thank you, guys. We'll set up the meeting. I mean,
We're excited. We
Yeah,
really are very
thank you very
excited.
much.
Thank you so much. Bring it in. All right. Thank you so much.
good luck, guys.
Guys,
Bye, Sharks. Thank you so much.
Bye.
congrats.
Right?
Trobo, what are you saying?
Robert, you're screwed.
Kevin, you don't know anything. Oh, it's never going to work.